Alexander Volkanovski has touchdown in Sydney after reclaiming his featherweight world title in Miami. Our reporter Cody Kay is at the airport with the man of the moment as we speak. Codes, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. The man of the moment, the greatest featherweight of all time. Volk, first of all, congratulations. You've been through hell and back to get to this position. I imagine probably the first time you really got to reflect was maybe on that flight on the way home when things were a little bit more quiet. What went through your mind?
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, it's I've just been wanting to get home. Like it's hard. It hasn't properly sunk in, but coming home and they're seeing this and seeing familiar faces and I remember even after the fight, I was even saying like how the belt I don't really care about, but I mean bringing it back home and the people that care about me, that's been involved, or even just my supporters, I get so much more out of them seeing it or them seeing me succeed, if that makes sense. So even the videos of people back home watching the fights and celebrating, that meant so much more to me. Like it was weird. It was hard to explain. Like I look at the belt and I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever. But I think just the messages or like, of overcoming, the adversity or being in that situation and just showing people to, that these things can be done, you know what I mean? And how much people are really appreciating that side of things. I think that just means so much more to me.
I wanted to ask you about that because I heard you straight after when you were talking to Joe Rogan, you said adversity is a privilege. And I think if we're being honest, you weren't supposed to be in this position at 36, coming off 2 knockout losses. It's just not supposed to happen. And I just wonder for you, if there were moments where you maybe needed this for yourself to prove that no matter what, no matter how many times you get written off, no matter how many times you get knocked down, there is still a way back.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's exactly what it is. And throughout life, with that quote, through adversity, like everyone's going to go through adversity in different ways. But a lot of people just, sometimes want to avoid it or shy away. But even if you don't get a result out, challenging yourself, if you don't get the result out of it, but it's going to make you stronger. That's the blessing out of it. That's the privilege. The fact that you can train yourself to be more resilient, train yourself to be better at whatever it is. And yeah, there was obviously a lot of times where I was like, am I going to be able to do this? Asking myself those questions with my break. And then I was like, that's all right. When the time comes, I'll flip the switch and I'll get it done. Going through training, was... the doubts are going to creep in, you know what I mean? I was trying to, block them out, but they're going to be there. And I'll just like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'll just keep doing what I need to do, and I'll get it done. And we got it done. So it was it's pretty cool. I think it's a massive part of my story. I said leading into this fight, probably the biggest part of my story. Like, right, this is the fight I believe, or the win that most people are going to probably remember. And I'm just glad that I stuck to it and got it done.
I was going to ask you that because I think you're right. I think, even if you'd retired and you hadn't had this fight, you would still go down as one of the greatest of all time. But I think there's a theatre and a drama to fighting where it doesn't matter what discipline it is, but to go through what you went through and then to get it back. We'll all talk about the fact you're the 2-time featherweight champion, but I wonder when you're old and grey and you're on the rocking chair, will you be most proud of the fact that it probably isn't something that should have been done and may never be done again?
Yeah, but again, like the message or the inspiration to others is, I think, is what's cool about it, because everyone's going to count you out, and there's proof to why it shouldn't be done as well, right? Like there's 17
body of work.
Yeah, so right, you know what I mean. Like I was the first person to ever do it at my age in our divisions, and it's just it's not meant to be done. So the fact that it's on you. You know what I mean? Anything is possible. People are going to tell you, no, this can't be done. But, mate, you stick to it. You believe in yourself. It ain't going to be easy. It just means you're going to have to, push yourself through it. And anyone can achieve anything type thing. So, and again, I want to make this clear because I don't want people thinking they have to get a result every single time. Even if you don't get the result this time, you'll get better results in the future with whatever you do, because you are challenging yourself and you're putting yourself through adversity and you're taking it on. It's only going to make you stronger, more resilient, and I hope the younger generation can get something out of that, and we can build strong individual human beings.
Mate, I have absolutely no doubt that is precisely what people will take out of this. And I just wonder for you, if you hadn't got the result, would you have kept going?
I didn't even think of that. Obviously, you think of losing and, the doubt might creep in and stuff like that. But I never thought of me retire. It didn't go that far. I was just like, if I lose and then we'll block that out. And what do I need to do to not lose? I didn't look that far ahead when it comes to losing. I look further ahead when it comes to winning and what's next. But I just sort of blocked that out. I guess I just would have worried about that if it came. But I said to Australia that wasn't going to happen. I was bringing this back, and I'm man of my word.
I've got to ask you about what's next. Obviously, everyone will talk about the Movstar fight. I don't know how exciting or how excited people are about it. The Ilya fight, I'm sure, is one you'd love to run back. Where is your headspace at the moment about what you would like to do next? Because there are plenty of options for you.
Well, I guess got to talk to the UFC. I did mention Mosvar. He's undefeated. I like the fact that he's undefeated and, still one of the younger generation again, right? Like undefeated. I think for the legacy that would still mean so much. But you're right. Is that what the fans want? Is that what the UFC wants? I don't know. I'm going to need to talk to him. We'll see what happens. But, I think my hand's all good. I don't think there's any broken bones. So I'm looking to, let this heal up. Which won't take a long couple of stitches. We'll be right. and I'll get back in there soon.
Mate, it's such a privilege to speak to you. I know your mum and everyone's here, so I'll let you go. But congratulations, mate, and well done.
Thank you.